Welcome to my series called Solo Rank Roam Mastery, where I play every single roamer in solo rank and show you guys the best strategy to win. In today's video, I will be covering Badang. And a lot of people actually play Badang wrong in solo rank. They fight too much and don't really control the map. In this game, I play Badang as a roamer, get first blood early and slowly shut down the enemy team with better rotations and engages. I'll break down exactly what I'm thinking, when I move, when I fight, and why it works. If you want to climb solo rank with Badang Roam, this video will show you how. I like to build Thunderbelt, Dominance Ice, and Oracle on Badang because I feel like those are really good core items for him because they work really well together. In total, counting Dominance Ice passive, you can actually get 120 hybrid defense from all three of these items combined, which is pretty much 120 physical defense and 120 magic defense, which is an insane amount. Right, on top of that, you also get a decent amount of cooldown and bigger shields with Oracle. I think they work really well together. Then I like to go in with Immortality. And then for the last item, I usually just like to buy Winter Crown because you're going to be tower diving a lot in the late game. And if you can do a really nice engage with your second skill, then you can just ulti and freeze yourself to kind of tank against the towers. And once the freeze runs out, you'll have your Immortality, right? You can just sustain a lot more and stay in that team fight a lot more without having to get out. That's what I feel like is the best, at least for solo rank. So, in which situations should you be picking Badang? Badang is a really good stopper, meaning he can stop heroes that have a lot of dive, that have really good engage. He's also a really good counter engager, so he can counter engage really well. In those situations, when you have heroes that have a lot of dive and strong engage, Badang is really good versus them, as well as being able to engage really well by himself too. So I think he is generally a really good pick. However, there are other picks, and if you want to know which roams are best, you should check out my tier list video. Still stuck in the same rank, I'm Hajun, a 300 plus stars former pro roamer. In Season 21, I hit Global number 3 Jawhead, Global number 15 Matilda, and Global Popol and Koopa, all with over 80% win rate. And I'm working with Dez, a 1000 stars and ex Global number 1 Lancelot, also from the pro scene. We teach macro, rotations, shot calling, pressure timing, and mindset, the things that actually win games, not random tips. Our coaching prices are $80 for a minimum of 2 hours. If you're serious about climbing, get our coaching. All details can be found in the description of this video. Alright guys, so to start off the game, once again, I usually always like to check the EXP side buff. I do believe I'm going to head over here and quickly go check it. So, as you can see, EXP side, I'm just getting a quick vision. I get a quick vision onto Florin here and then also Julian at the same time, and Ruby and Kagura, which is really amazing because that's 4 people. Right, and I just got almost halfway to level 2. Right, clear mid, I'm already level 2, and then I'm going to clear this, stand near the buff while I take it. Guys, now this is really good. And why is this good? Because it's really good for your level 4, potential level 4, before turtle. Now, the ideal rotation is you always go check the EXP side buff. I spotted 4 people, so that's huge. Mid lane, and then I help my jungle clear this blue. Then I'm gonna help him clear the Letho, which is right here. Once he secures the Letho, I go back mid, clear that, right? And then I can go and help him on red and take the XP from red. And don't worry, you don't actually make your jungler lose out on any XP if you stand there while they finish off the buff. So don't worry about any of that. And then once you do this, you can actually go and clear mid. Mid once again, and then clear XP, and then you should be level 4 before turtle comes up. That should be the rotation. Okay, for level 4. However, this rotation is... most of the times, you're not going to be able to do it because of how the game goes. It's really different and it really varies. Okay, guys? So, if your team is in danger and you have to help someone, don't prioritize on getting your level 4. Try to help them first. Alright? Because that's what's more important than actually getting your level 4. So here, I made a mistake. Julian second skilled. Guys, listen, when Julian second skills, he's so vulnerable. He can't do anything at all. So I actually missed the second skill and went past him, but I feel like if I caught him over there, I think Sun and Farsa could have helped a little bit more, but I used it too recklessly and too fast. So you kind of want to take your time and don't stress, just chill out, take a step back, breathe, and then use your skills. So once again, I'm just trying to pressure Julian. He doesn't have his second skill. Remember, when he uses his second skill, he's very vulnerable. I just punch both of them back into the wall just to apply some pressure and then kind of start walking back. Because when I jumped in here, I noticed my Farsa is being pushed back and my son has gone back to continue farming. So there is no point in me trying to stay here. I'm probably going to get killed. So I place a wall, poke Julian a little bit, push both of them back, and I just dip. I'm going to run away now. And remember guys, if you're using support emblem with the rapid boots, you're gonna be really fast with Badang and you can apply more pressure and you just move so fast. It's so good. Now in the bottom lane, I can see Ruby is really low, and this is why panning your map is so important guys. You want to use your index finger to pan and then your thumb to use your skills. That's why panning your map is so important. I was able to see how low the Ruby is from far away. And here's what I do. A nice little second skill flicker, right? And then a first skill and we get first blood. I get Ruby and that's just overall really good, right? I'm putting my EXP laner ahead. My EXP laner is ahead of their EXP laner and that's going to be huge for a turtle fight. And also because of this, I believe Ruby misses a whole wave of minions because it's going to get destroyed by the tower. And now I'm just asking for backup for my CC so she can secure this crab. And boom, just like that, she's level 4. Now I go back mid to clear the wave that's coming. I'm waiting for Farsa. I punch it once, so it's a little bit low, and then I wait for Farsa to come back, and then I clear together with her. Okay guys, that's important. She gives me a nice little thumbs up thanking me for not taking his minions. Now I'm just checking blue buff for Julian, and then I'm just zoning the opponents over here. Once again, checking his blue buff, just zoning the area so no one can contest the turtle. And then I get a nice little set onto Florin. I don't use my ulti, right? Because I know Florin is so low, I don't have to waste it on her. Now Julian is doing his blue. Of course, we're going to keep the pressure. My son is, I don't know what he's doing. He should leave hit the buff and help me with the Julian now, right? He's so low over here. If Sun helped me even a little bit, I think Julian would have died. I think Sun gets him though regardless, yeah. Anyways, it works out, but I feel like if he just helped me, then he could have taken the buff in peace, right? And not have to worry too much. My Sun is gonna do the green. I'm just gonna recall because I'm literally half HP, right guys? Guys, when you're low, recall. Because as a tank, the most important part about you is to be able to tank. And if you need to tank, you need to have HP. So you can't just stick somewhere without being low HP. Go into a team fight with low HP, right? It's not a good idea. I'm trying to chase Julian here, and look at how much movement speed I have, guys, with the support emblem and rapid boots. My team gets a nice kill on the top lane, and I'm always keeping pressure on their jungler, right guys? The jungler, I feel like, is the most important role, and if you're constantly applying pressure to them, that's really, really good overall. Okay, now the reason I want to go back a little bit there. Now the reason I'm standing in this bush is because majority of my team is here. I know CC is fine, she's really fed, and it's gonna take like a few people to kill her, right? And even if a few people gank her, she's probably not gonna die and survive. So since majority of my team is here, I'm also sticking around and giving them bush over here till they clear this minion wave, right? Finish up their business here, and then they start going somewhere else. Then I'll start going somewhere else too. But since majority of them are here, I'm gonna give vision in this bush. And my Farsa is also ready with me, like sticking with me. She's a good mage. And guys, remember, when you have a good mid laner, your roam will drastically increase. Your roam abilities are going to drastically increase. At least this is applicable for me. I feel like I play so well when I have a really good mid laner. Once again, understanding the importance of panning map, right guys? Pan your map. It'll drastically improve your gameplay. I wanted to push mid, but the minions were not there. So there's really no point. Ruby is hella low, right? We can try to do something here. She's really, really low. And just like that, this is the perfect time to actually knock her back within my wall. Farsa gets a nice kill onto her. Julian does a nice knock-up onto us, but it doesn't really work out. Now, I see a very nice opportunity to second skill flicker. I do it. I get Julian. I get shut down though. I wouldn't say it's worth it because Julian has died so many times. He's not really worth much. And dying over there wasn't really the best because I gave them a shutdown. Leslie flickered, right? I saw that because I panned my map. Leslie flickered. If I hadn't panned my map, I wouldn't have seen it, guys. Once again, I know, guys. I'm constantly saying pan your map. Use your index finger. But you don't understand the importance of it. It's really gonna open up your gameplay so much. If you guys are recharging diamonds from in-game, you are literally overpaying. It's finally time for you to get all the skins you desire without breaking the bank at all. Use my website GamsGo to recharge diamonds for so much cheaper. As you guys can see, the price comparison is not even close. You are literally getting more diamonds for cheaper using GamsGo. So guys, go ahead, go recharge, and I'll show you exactly how you can recharge from this page right now. So if you guys want to actually use the website that I talked about to recharge diamonds for cheaper, all you have to do is head over to my profile right here, and then you can see this link, right? If you don't, you can click on more on my description and you'll see all of my links. You're gonna click on cheaper diamonds, just like this. It's gonna immediately take you to the website. You're going to choose your region. So for me, I'm none of these, right? I'm actually none, right? So this one, so this means that it's the other general regions, right? Because it's none of these ones, so it says none of these. So boom, you just click on this, you choose whichever one you want to do. 250-ish diamonds, right? That's what I want to do. I believe that's 257 or something like that. 234 plus 223. I suck at maths, but whatever. You're gonna click, you're just gonna write your user ID, which I have memorized by heart. Boom, just like that. And then you're gonna write your server code just like that. As soon as you click away, it's actually gonna come up with your IGN. It's gonna show you your IGN, right? So you know that it's your account. You're gonna click on buy now, and then just like that, your name is gonna get filled out on its own. Okay, then you're gonna click next, and what you can do is you're gonna give your credit card information, and then you should be good to go. And you just click on pay now right after. And just like that, it's going to do this thing for you, checking payment status, and it says payment successful. And immediately you saw in my phone screen that the diamonds went up from 300 all the way to 566. Alright, I know Kagura doesn't have second skill. Why, guys? Because look at Kagura over here. Okay? Look. She used her second skill, right? That leaves her very vulnerable. And as soon as I see that she doesn't have it anymore, she has no Purify, I double down and just use my ulti against the wall because I know my Farsa can finish her off. So you want to always pan your map to kind of see what they're using and see what they're doing, right guys? That is so important. And Farsa gets a nice kill onto Ruby. See how I'm constantly moving around the map, constantly going somewhere, constantly doing something. If you are moving around the map like this and always like helping your team as much as you can, and you have so much space to work with, it's so much easier. The game just becomes easier. You can just go along with the flow of the game, right, when you're winning. And the best way to ensure that you win properly is to always keep the snowball going. You see how we're always playing aggressive and we're always fighting and not letting the opponents farm? That's good because we are already ahead. We're by default going to win all the fights. So you want to keep fighting. You want to always keep pressure on them. Okay, don't let them breathe. Don't let them get leeway to farm. That is the best way to ensure victory. Now I get a nice little triple set. However, there is no follow-up. I had to flicker out so I don't die because of the tower. Suyo gets a nice kill on Julian. And it all really works out. Ruby's over here. I wall her and then stun her and I'm getting out of the tower. However, she pulls us back in, unfortunately. And she completely outplays us. Right, Suya also gets shut down, which is not good. Not a good trade for us, right? 2 for 2. Two of theirs died, 2 of ours died, but since we're ahead, that's not good. Oh, never mind. Another shutdown on Farsa. So we kind of threw over here. We gave them 3 deaths. 2 of us died. Sorry, 3 of us died. 2 of them died. However, they're losing, so it's a big trade for them. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, so this is the 3rd turtle, I believe. Yes. And now once again, see guys, I'm constantly keeping pressure on Julian's buff and not really letting him farm. That's the most important. Okay, so let's, I don't know what my son is doing. Look at this, guys. Look at my son. He should have focused on Julian, right? Look, literally, he can focus on Julian. And for some reason, For some reason, he goes onto this Kagura with full HP instead of ignoring this guy. I genuinely don't know why, but hey, it is what it is. You know, welcome to solo rank. If your jungler is picking Sun, I mean, you can't really have very high expectations out of him, you know what I mean? It's not really a good idea to have high expectations. Okay, so we take their red, and even though we failed to kill them, we still took their resources, right guys? We still took their red buff, which is huge, and you want to keep pressure like that. Okay, that's a really good set from Ruby. And yeah, this Ruby is actually like doing really good. He controlled me when I was in the tower and kind of killed me over there, outplayed. I'm not sure I don't think we got Julian there. No, we did not. So that's a really good play from her. Okay, so I'm just trying to control the mid area right now. I'm just quickly going to check the buff. I see that it's already been taken. There's 30 seconds left for Lord. I'm just applying more pressure onto Julian, and I'm also getting some Thunderbolt stacks, right guys? I feel like right now Badang is the only one. Let's talk about the items for a bit, okay? This is important. Badang is the only one I feel like who can use Thunderbolt because he can get it from his first skill, right? I think he's the only person who can do that. And Thunderbolt, Dominance Ice, and Oracle, they work really well together, right? These three items have really good synergy because they all give you hybrid defense. With Thunderbolt, you can get, let's say, 20, right? 20 hybrid defense. With Oracle, you get 20, right? And then with Dominance, if you use the passive, that's another 80. So straight up, that's 120 hybrid defense, 120 magic and physical defense. That's crazy, guys. So I think those three items synergize really well. But since Dominance Ice is so strong in the early game with its passive, I think you need to prio that first. And if you don't build Thunderbolt first item, you're kind of going to miss out on so many stacks, right? But on Badang, I feel like it's worth it because with Thunderbolt, you can at least build up the stacks. And then when you have Dominance, you can be super tanky. But for other roamers, I will always suggest building Dominance first. Okay, I see a nice potential for a set over here. I completely messed it up. Like, what was that? I completely tunnel vision and kind of messed that up really bad. I was looking to be too flashy, right, and do too much of a set. Here, I just decided to ult because I didn't want to get CC'd by Kagura anymore. And I kind of wanted to also give myself a little shield so I can not die. I'm just gonna recall, I was low HP. That's unfortunate. We potentially could have had a really nice set on mid there, but it just didn't work out. And it's gonna happen, guys. You're gonna use your second skill flicker and miss. It happens to everyone. So don't be too embarrassed about it. And don't be too embarrassed to engage. Here, I jump onto Ruby. However, I die. And it's not a good set whatsoever. This Ruby is really tanky. He's doing really well. But I'll take the trade. You know why? Because we got mid lane. Mid lane inhibitor is huge. I'll take my life. Like, I'll take that. Right, we got all of their inhibitors, and with the next Lord, we can 100% confirm that this game is gonna end. Lord is gonna spawn in 30 seconds, and as you can see, I'm just prepping for it, panning my map, looking for any opportunities to engage. I engage into the Julian, and then Suyo finishes him off. That's nice. Now Ruby engages. I second skill her, push her back. Right, I'm just kind of going with the flow with my team. We should have done Lord, but we were actually able to end here, right, through the team fights, so it all kind of just worked out. I'm just trying to zone everyone right now. Kagura shut down, and then we just focus the tower and end. It was a very fast game, right? And if you guys can snowball like this, keep the snowball, keep the pressure if you're winning. That's really important. And yeah, guys, this is how you can do it and pretty much get a really decent score, right? As you can see here, I built Thunderbolt, Dominance Ice, and Oracle. And after Oracle, I was going to build Immortality. Okay, because just for... if you're winning, Immortality is really good because you have more sustain. You have, like, literally an additional life to work with. Okay? Now, as for the statistics of how much I tanked, let's take a look at this. I think I go back. There we go. Here you go, guys. I tanked 33%, 76% team participation. I literally dealt more damage than our Sun and Suyo as a Badang. So I still think he's really, really good for solo, and that's why he's literally in the A tier, right? top A tier for my tier list video. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to check it out. Anyways guys, I hope this guide helped you out, especially with how to play Rome in the early game. I think the early game really sets the tone for the remainder of the game, right? And I think that's the most important part. Alright guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and goodbye.